This is Eric of Spark E Studio, and welcome to my review of the Acoustify B4-Live. This is super affordable, and I'm thinking this is going to be excellent value for the money. 48 volts phantom power, multiple connection ports. We can increase the bass and the high tones using this interface, and we of course increase the gain, reverb, delay, all the fixins. One thing that will be confusing is how many knobs there are and what to use. And in this review, I intend to get you through that. And certain connection types, such as our USB for music or Bluetooth, are not going to connect to PC, but monitor out is going to be your use case for those. Now let's get started. Sparky Studio. Yeah. Included is a USB Type A cable to micro USB to the device. TRRS cable, as we can see those 3 sleeves on each one. And a power brick. And this allows us to have wall power using our included cable. With this audio interface, we get a detailed user manual. Looking at this switch here, it says MP3 and it says PC. If we want PC function, we pull the button out. This here is connected to my computer. And this XLR is connected to the Lewitt Ray microphone. Let's go to PC and see if this audio works. But first, I need to do something. Phantom power. The Lewitt Ray and its beautiful lasers. Before hearing the tuned sound at the high and low of the B4-Live, let's listen to what every other audio interface basically sounds like with this microphone. You see it's kind of like high-pitched sound, not really exciting, there's no tone to it. It's going to be the same if I use the PreSonus Quantum ES2. It's going to be the same if I use the Vocaster 2. It's going to be the same if I use the Zoom F3. It's going to sound basically the same no matter what. But when you can change those highs and lows, let's switch to that and hear the difference. Now we're listening to the Lewitt Ray with only a little bit of high treble sound and a lot more low sound. The Acoustify B4-Live with a phantom power microphone as we hear right now. How you connect the microphone is going to change the tone of sound. In fact, I found that the monitor out often was better than to PC. Right now we're recording to PC, and those are the waveforms you see right now being recorded in back of me. Right now, the audio you're hearing is from the Sennheiser MKH50 microphone. You'll see that I have 48 volts phantom power, that light is on, and my volume levels are 70% for gain, and volume is 70% as well. The only other volume you should have is, of course, whatever you're using. In my case, I have a 1/4 inch. That is about 6.35 millimeters, and that's out to my digital camera. From that, my mains out to my camera. Let's do the sound effects. Sound effects are now turned on. And I'm going to go to the repeat, and let's turn that halfway. That is the halfway setting. And that's all the way. And this is just mild. Let's turn it right down. But it seems to have a little bit of effect when you press the button simply. Now let's try the delay. This is 50% delay. This is 100% delay. Now what I like doing is, because it makes funky sounds, is check this. If I speak and I turn the knob, I can make really funny sounds. Without a preamp and with a preamp. And by the way, with a preamp is going to give you less noise. It's going to work nice and better because you don't have to crank the volumes way up. So let's get to it. Right now, the audio you're hearing is from this dynamic microphone that requires a lot of gain, just like the Shure SM7B. Very similar gain levels are required for proper volume, and we're getting decent volume out of this microphone, so that is a good thing here. Now, my gain level is what is set. It is set about 80% of the way. My volume down here on the bottom is set 90% of the way, and my main, which is my mains out as well, which is also needed to the PC, is set a little over 50% of the way, so 55 volume. So that's what we're getting right now. I'm going to try now with a preamp to see what kind of sound we get with a preamp. So we got this Dynamite SE. They're cheaper versions as well, but this one is a high quality preamp. Right now, my volume is at 12 o'clock, and of course, my bass, that low tone, is also set nice and deep, and my treble is also set up a little higher because when I change it to neutral, 12 o'clock is neutral by the way, then it's not quite as loud. So now we are set to neutral with a fine AM8 microphone. This is a very affordable option that pairs well with, say, something like this if you're looking for affordable equipment. Now, let's see the differences from before and after with a pre-recorded video of the difference in volume using the fine AM8. The T version's with the stand. That's the one I have on my shelf. Do we see how much lower I turned down the volume here? And it's actually redlining. That's just nuts. This is with an inline preamp. Here I have my AC300 microphone. And it comes with XLR 2/4 inch, or I believe it's 6.35 millimeter for those that do metric. In Canada, US, we still deal with imperial. Okay, let me connect it. Okay, here you go. We can hear that I'm not very loud in terms of volume. I can really even see any sort of waveforms happening. Now, if I want to hear, see the waveforms really on this microphone, I have to turn it right up. And now we probably have a decent amount of hiss happening. Now there's a workaround with that. Question is, how do I hack this? I use the Rode VXLR Pro, and this changes phantom power to mic power, so I can actually use phantom power. What's the point? Make up gain volume. Right now we're listening to the Rode VXLR Pro, and this is connected to a 1/8 or 3.5 millimeter jack to a 1/4 inch adapter, and you could use this to hack it, and right now there is no 48 volts phantom power powered on with it, so it's still working. How do you get the Bluetooth or USB working? For one, we have to press that button on top in. Then it's going to say either line or blue, as you see, and you simply switch between them by pressing the button here. So right now it's Bluetooth, and right there it's line. Now when it's selected for Bluetooth, it's easy as searching for the device, and then you can connect to it. Simple as that. Start playing your music, there, goes right through it. But one thing it doesn't do is play through PC. So we're going to play a monitor out with what you're going to hear right now. Right now I'm using the monitor out from this device to the camera, so we're hearing that right now. And I'm using the TrackShot Pro with phantom power, and I have an MP3 flash drive connected. And it's playing. So that's pretty cool. So I actually, of course, selected USB right here in order to play it. So this is what we get, and we can do some crazy live streams, I guess, if we wanted to. And right now I'm not connected to the PC, just to let you know, but I'm connected to the camera and my headphones right now. When the MP3 is playing and I have this mic going at the same time, can I connect to PC? No. Got an error screen here. It's because I have to press the button on here, which allows me to stream it monitor out to the camera, but I just can't connect it USB for sound to the PC this way. Right now I have Bluetooth connected to this device. Again, that's not going to PC. It's going to be the same as MP3. Monitor out will work. So you're going to be using the monitor out like I am to the camera right now, or some other method of recording a microphone to your device. Do we hear that crackle pop? So this is the least recommended port, I'd say, to connect to. But it does have mic in power. This is a TrackShot Pro from Kamuka, or Kumuka, whatever you want to call it. But either way, it turns on with mic power. But again, this has mic power, but it's not a clean channel. Use the Rode VXLR Pro or DD-V-Link. The audio you are hearing right now is from the Rode Wireless Go 2. Now, one thing to note is this is not RF shielded. So if you have something that's close like this here, you might hear a bit of noise in the silence. And I'm recording to PC as well, so can we see those waveforms? Let's turn this up a little bit more, And so we get a little more gain, and we'll turn up that volume a little bit more. Whoops, I bumped my headphones. Okay. And I think I can hear some hiss happening now a bit with the increase in volume, but now we are getting a nice level of volume. I should almost turn this down because I'm almost clipping to my camera right here in terms of sound. This is Eric of Sparky Studio. Thanks for watching and have yourselves a most wonderful day. Leave your comments below and what your thoughts are. And remember, your setting will make the difference for everything.
Just do